How to Embrace Accountability Part 2. This is the breakdown of Colossians chapter 3, verse 16, and I'll read it again. It says, "Let the message of Christ dwell among you richly as you teach and admonish one another with all wisdom through psalms, hymns, and songs from the Spirit, singing to God with gratitude in your hearts." In the last video, we covered Matthew chapter 22, verse 37, where it was talking about what Christ's message was. And today's focus is going to be on Matthew 22, verses 38 to 39. It says, "This is the first and greatest commandment." I'll read 37 again. Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind." Verse 38, "This is the first and greatest commandment." And 39 says, "And the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself." In regards to verse 38, when it says that this is the greatest commandment, I believe that everything that we do in life will be a wrong start if we don't start with loving God. If we start wrong, we may end wrong if we choose not to change along the way. In verse 39, that tells me that in order for us to love our neighbor as ourselves, we have to love ourselves first. Excuse me, there was a time when I was really hard on myself because I made bad choices in life, and I made these choices over and over and over again. And I used to get so angry with myself. And when I did that, it was hard for me to love other people because I did not love myself. I was able to go through the motions of showing acts of love, but I was not doing it from a cheerful heart at all. Most of the time, I was doing it out of obligation. Don't be like me, fooling yourself and thinking that you can fool others too. People can tell when you do things from your heart versus out of obligation. To love ourselves in a healthy way is a prerequisite for loving others in that same healthy way. So when I was able to forgive myself for making those bad choices over and over again, that's when I was able to learn how to forgive other people. When I began to learn how to love myself, and part of loving myself was forgiving myself, that was when I was able to fully learn to love other people. My encouraging scripture is going to be in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, and it's verses 4 to 8. It says, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs." Right there, I just want to pause and say, when I learned how to forgive myself, that was me learning how to love myself, because I was learning how to not keep record of all the wrong things that I had done, even the ones I did over and over again. "Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails."